Okay guys, as I said that I'll be uploading a new video where I'll be talking about the easiest way to come into Germany. Oh yeah, clap now, clap, clap, clap. Clap for yourself because as you are joining this video, you're about to see some interesting ways about how you can come into Germany. For this particular video, it dey hot. The heat wey dey inside this video but no worry, AC dey, chair dey. If you wan lie down, bed still dey kwa. Okay? So inside this video, I'll be giving out some goodies. You have to check some pictures and some numbers where you have to arrange according to the order. First come, first serve.
God have mercy upon us.
And then put in the comments. I will check who posted first, and then I'll contact the person if you get it right, and then the person gets the giveaway. If it's your first time being in my channel, you're welcome. This is Ifeanyi Explains It All, where I give you all the juice and all the information on how you can go higher and higher. So you're welcome once again. So this is the easiest way to come into Germany. And first of all, I don't know what you know about Germany. Maybe people say the tax is too much, the German is too hard. You know hard that because you no one just sit down and read the book wey dem give you to learn the German. If to say you can just like read and like just persevere, learn the language, I advise that you learn up to B1, B2. If you can accomplish that, believe me, you are 50 to 70% in Germany, like sealed and done. You are 70% to 50% in Germany. Once you've done that, if you're a professional, right, you are in your home country and you're working, you have some work experience, you can apply for this new opportunity card. You can find ways. Now you don't have to apply for a job, so at least that one is already out. So you get your language, you apply for the opportunity visa, so that you can take care of yourself for a year, and boom, you are gone, right? So now, for example, you are married, you have a family, right? And then you decide not to go for the opportunity card. You say, okay, I want to learn the language first, and I want to get a job and then move to Germany, right? You can in your home country apply for companies whereby you can now get a job and then apply for a job and then apply for the visa. No be the one wey we dey do for Nigeria or for Africa wey be say you are a teacher and then you are working as a nurse, or you are a nurse and then working as a teacher. No.
Normal now.
You in Germany, you have to work, according to what you studied in the university, what you studied at school. I mean, it's not what we do back home. I mean, it's even to our own advantage. Why? Because you get to study, you get to work what you studied in the university at school, which is like more advantage. I mean, let's face it. Yeah. So it's much easier for you. You don't have to think so much to do your job because this is something that you are used to, especially if you are already having experience in this field, right? So you apply for this job and then you get the job offer, of which in this job offer they'll be paying you a salary which will be stated in the contract. That is what you would now use to apply for the job visa, right? The worker visa, worker permit. So they will give you a work permit of which you can now come into Germany, right? So I can also put the links as well about this work visa, right? And you can also check the requirement that you need. Of course, always remember that because it's a work permit visa, so they may or may not ask you to provide that you can take care of yourself. So if it happens that you are lucky that they didn't ask you, the reason is because in Germany everyone's case is different. My case will not be the same thing with you. So don't think, because Mr. John or Sister Anita got a work visa through without a blocked account, without showing their bank account, means say they don't go ask you. They might ask you, right? So, but if you're lucky they didn't ask you, then perfect, right? But just be prepared for it, right? So the next thing is that in Germany, you can bring your dependent, you can bring your spouse, you can bring your children into Germany. Wow. And that is the reason why you are paying those tax. People don't even know why they are paying those tax, right? In those tax, there are benefits you can get from those tax. You can apply for children's money if you give birth to children in Germany, they will pay your children some money every month for 18 years. As a parent, you can take what they call the parents' time, where it's like up to 1 year to 3 years, depending on the situation. Like some women, they give birth to through cesarean, and then they need more time at home. So they can say, okay, 1 year is not enough. They'll give you 2 years or 3 years. Everyone case is different, right? And then they pay you per month for that. Wow. So after that, uh, you come into the country with your work visa, you can bring in your spouse, and your spouse can work unlimited. Oh my goodness. So, unlimited work for your spouse. Your children can come and also study in Germany. In Germany, the university, you don't pay any tuition. The only difference is that you pay a certain amount, around 300 to 400 euros per semester. Yeah. So per semester, you're going to be paying that amount, of which is something that makes sense, right? On top of that, you can also apply for scholarship while in the universities and also get this scholarship to support them while in school. So they are, of course, they're allowed to work for 20 hours per week, but on top of that, that's really nice. Yeah. So I will now move into the student visa. For a student visa, of course, because you're a student, you're coming to study, that's the main purpose of you coming to Germany to study, right? So you're done with the language, you get your B1 and your B2, you use your document, your degrees, and your secondary school leaving certificates. You have to get them recognized according to the body that is handling that course, right? For example, uh, I will just talk about, for example, health careers, for example, like nursing or medicine, right? You have to get your degree, what recognized. They call it Anerkennung. So in this Anerkennung, you have like bodies. For example, for doctors, they have like bodies that will check your degree and give you exams to write so that you can be able to come into Germany to work, right? Or you're coming in as a student with your secondary school leaving certificate to come and study medicine, right? Also, and then you have to send your secondary school leaving certificate to there are these companies, government companies, like for example, for your secondary school certificate is called Schule Bildung. This Schule Bildung is an organization, is a government organization that will check your school leaving certificate. For example, if you're a science student, they will check all the subjects to make sure that you are qualified to study science courses. They'll also check if you're also qualified to study arts courses, right? So then they'll give you the approval. Then you can now use it to apply to the university as a student and then get your admission and then apply for the visa. Then you provide that you can take care of yourself with the blocked account, as I mentioned earlier, and then you move to Germany. Of course, as a student, You can apply for scholarships, you can apply for funds, governmental funds, where you get alongside with the 20 hours of per week you're allowed to work. Isn't that wonderful? Like, really? Then why are people like complaining about Germany apart from the language, which I understand? But if you can pass that hurdle, you are like so close to being in Germany, right? So in this study visa, once maybe you are also maybe you have a spouse as a student coming to Germany to study, you can also bring your spouse, you can bring your kids as dependents into Germany, like, really, right? And also your spouse too can also work also. They can also work like unlimited as well, right? Because once you have a German residence permit, it doesn't matter if it's work, it doesn't matter if it's student resident permit, it doesn't matter if it's the opportunity card, you can bring your dependents into Germany and then they have unlimited working hours. And if you give birth here, as I said earlier, you can also have your children placed under the kindergarten. This kindergarten is called children's money, where they get paid per month for 18 years, right? And your spouse can also get your spouse can also get 1 year to 2 to 3 years parents time, whereby you can easily stay at home and also get paid, right? So with all this said, you can see how really nice Germany is, just like making things so cool, right? Amazing, like amazing. I don't even there's how many things I can talk about this particular topic. If you follow these steps, pick the one that works well for you, and you can easily make it in Germany. Don't forget, your language level have to be up to B1 to B2. Just get that level so that it will be easier for you to come into Germany. If you're a professional, you can easily get your a job. You can easily apply for the opportunity card, whereby you don't need to get a job. You just apply and show that you can take care of yourself for a year and then come into Germany as well. Bring your spouse alongside, whereby they can get unlimited working hours. If you're a student, also get your secondary school leaving certificate recognized and show your financial status, that you can take care of yourself for a year, and then you come into Germany to study, and you can apply for scholarship and also some governmental funds as well. For all these visas, your spouse can come in, and then when you give birth in Germany, wow, they start paying your children up to 18 years. Isn't that amazing? Don't forget, there's also monies whereby if you're in Germany and you have like a resident permit, okay, it doesn't matter the visa that you are on, as long as you have a resident permit in Germany. Is it working? Is it opportunity card? Is it student? And you are earning less than 1,500 euros per month, you can apply for the citizens money, whereby you're being paid per month, also for your rent and for your feeding, right? And then you don't have to like bother, right? So all these things are also added to your tax, okay? Including when you lose your job, as I said also in my other video, whereby you apply for this money, whereby when you lose your job, you also get this money. So the tax, if I say the pepper where they pay, but the pepper they sweet, yeah. So with all this said, and if you have gotten to this particular point of this video, don't forget about my giveaway in this video. Watch the video and make sure you point out and check all those points where I put those pictures and the numbers, and post in the comments. I would see who got it first, and I will contact you, and then you can have your giveaway from me. Okay, with all this said, thank you so much for getting to this point of this video. Okay, this is Ifeanyi Explains It All. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. You don't know who might need help concerning coming into Germany. Okay, oh yeah, clap now. Clap for yourself. Okay, so with all this said, see you next time.